Happy Monday, everybody. Coming up on News 4 Great Day, we're talking about our favorite Super Bowl ads. You can stick around to see if you agree.
And how about this? What did you think of the halftime show? Did you love it? Did you hear it? Were you really confused? We have our thoughts minutes away.
And you're finally scheduled to get that COVID-19 vaccine that everybody's talking about. So what side effects might you notice after? We're speaking to an expert.
And should the Monday after the Super Bowl be a national holiday? Now you're talking. An estimated 17 million people think so. So we'll talk about it.
And a weekly meal planner can save your sanity this year. We have some tips, thank goodness. That and more straight ahead on News 4 Great Day.
It's a new day, nothing in a way. This is the start of something big.
Well, a fine morning to you. Happy Monday. Welcome to News 4 Great Day. We all made it. We all made it. We may not be happy about what happened, but we all made it.
Well,
Talk about,
happens.
Yeah, it does. We want to hear from you on Twitter. You can tweet us at News 4 Great Day. As always, use that hashtag GDSTL.
And guys, speaking of interacting with us on social media, you all know how much we love all of you. But we're a little biased today because one viewer in particular really caught our eyes and our hearts, and we had to share this with all of you.
This is the start of something big. This is the start of something big.
That is little Emma Ann, and she is very young, but she's a big fan of Great Day. Her mom, Natalie, sent us this last week. She says Emma comes running every morning when the Great Day theme song starts. This is adorable. Emma, you go, girl. And we are being told that some of Emma's grandparents are probably at home right now screaming as they see their adorable granddaughter on TV.
She is adorable.
Making her big debut.
You got her sippy cup.
Yep.
And her mom said, you know, she's tried putting on like cartoons, but no. She wants Great Day.
We're kind of cartoonish.
Kind of, yeah.
But more animated. See what I did there? That
Hi,
smile.
Emma.
That smile
Hi.
is adorable. Hi, Emma.
Very cute. We needed that on a Monday.
Yeah.
We could watch that and our ratings would go through the roof.
I
Just
think
put it on a
so.
loop.
Next 60 minutes.
All right, before we get to coffee talk, we want to check in with Paige Halsey. She's over in the news studio with a look at today's headlines. Good morning, Paige.
Good Monday morning to you. These are some of the stories that we're going to follow throughout the day for you. Activists plan to demonstrate in support of detainees following a violent uprising at the St. Louis Justice Center. The city says more than 100 inmates were involved in a disturbance Saturday morning at the jail, which is right across from City Hall. Windows were smashed out, fires were set inside, and one guard was hurt. Later today, a group plans to rally outside the jail demanding more action on allegations of poor conditions for the inmates there. The city, though, is denying any specific complaint led to that uprising. Public Safety Director Jimmy Edwards describes the incident as, quote, a crime of opportunity, end quote. Today, funeral services are set to begin for 30-year-old James Cook. Cook was killed last month while working as a security guard at the Delmar Metrolink station. The visitation will be in Cook's hometown of Steelville. His funeral is tomorrow. Nathan Smith, who you saw there, is in St. Louis in custody and charged in the shooting. Investigators say Smith shot Cook while Cook was responding to a disturbance involving Smith. Today, Bi-State Development, the organization that runs Metrolink, is meeting to discuss safety. Despite recent changes to improve security on Metro, News 4 discovered crime per passenger actually increased 20% last year. A plan to allow aerial surveillance in the city of St. Louis will not move forward, at least for now. Aldermen delayed the proposal after not sending it to a vote on Friday before going on a 2-month break. Under the plan, the city would contract out aerial surveillance, which would involve using planes with a camera to track vehicles and suspects in violent crimes. The bill could still be taken up for a vote when the aldermen return to session on April 19th. Back to you guys now.
Paige, thank you very much. More news headlines coming up at the bottom of the hour. We'll see you then, all right? Time now for Coffee Talk, my friends, and we begin today's edition of Coffee Talk with a look back at some Super Bowl commercials. This is like TV 101. The Monday after the Super Bowl, you're contractually obligated to talk about the commercials. It's true, a lot of people watch the Super Bowl just for those commercials, and honestly, there were a few that I thought were really fun this year. Let's start with M&M's.
Sorry I called you Karen. That's my name. Sorry, your name is Karen.
I promise I will not eat any more of your friends.
Really?
Okay, it might happen one more time.
That one got a lot of laughs in a lot of homes, with the suggestion, of course, of candy making everything better, Laura.
I really enjoyed that. It was in the first quarter last night. I was giggling along, and I also saw this. I went to bed right after halftime. I'm so glad I woke up in time to see the Cheetos ad. So go ahead and check this one out.
Did you steal my Cheetos again?
Just tell him it wasn't you.
But I caught you at the counter.
Wasn't me.
Saw you snacking on the sofa.
Wasn't me.
Maybe it was a combination of the Shaggy song that came out over 20 years ago, or Ashton Kutcher attempting to sing.
Is he really that bad a
I
singer?
don't know.
It's not great,
Or
yeah.
the fact that if my fiance, when he does accuse me of eating the Cheetos and Doritos, I literally say, oh, that actually, I don't know where they went. No, it wasn't me. So I think this one's super relatable. It is
You know what I said this morning, Matt? I said this last night. We were all on the couch, and I said,
Yeah.
do they really sell enough Cheetos to be able to hire 3 big-time entertainment acts and buy the Super Bowl time? Are there real? That's a lot of Cheetos.
I love Cheetos.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
Cheetos.
Yep. That's why the bags of the fake Cheetos that cost half as much don't run Super Bowl ads.
Man, oh man.
'Cause profit margins
I'm a big
smaller.
Cheeto fan, so I was cool with that. But you guys probably also noticed that a lot of the commercials last night were pretty serious too.
That's true. And that leads me to my favorite commercial of the night, the one with Bruce Springsteen.
Whoever you are, wherever you're from, it's what connects us. And we need that connection. We need the middle, between red and blue, between servant and citizen, between our freedom and our fear. Now, fear
So
has never been the
that was an
best
ad for Jeep. It was narrated by the boss himself, Bruce Springsteen, which I had to explain to my 20-somethings. And it was actually Springsteen's first ever TV commercial. It was filmed in Lebanon, Kansas, which is known as the center, the very middle of the lower 48. And I'll tell you the part that I liked the best. It's one of the first things you learn in marketing, and that is sometimes you can make the commercial so attractive that people don't know what it is you're advertising.
Right.
And I did see that he was driving in a Jeep, but if I recall, it kind of faded to black and it was over, and I thought, wow, that was moving and that was powerful, you know? And then the Jeep logo came up, and I thought,
Right.
that's classy.
That's what they leave you
Nicely
with.
done, Jeep.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. I mean,
pretty cool.
that really hit me.
I'm not in the market for a car, but to be honest with you, it did make me want to go find that chapel at the center of the country.
yes.
Because that was the whole focal point. They
Exactly,
said
yes.
there's this little chapel that's always open right in the middle of America. And I thought, well, that should be a tourist destination.
Yeah.
And isn't it so interesting? You pointed out you had to explain to your 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that was Bruce Springsteen if I
You
didn't hear
wouldn't
the
have?
voice. No. If I had it on mute and he popped up, would have had no idea.
But you knew by the voice?
Recognized it more.
Oh.
So this was truly a generational game, I feel like, in a whole lot of ways. And just like we do already know the winner of the Super Bowl, we also know the winner of the commercials. So give it up to Rocket Mortgage.
Oh.
Can we even afford this house?
I'm pretty sure we can.
Pretty sure. With Rocket Mortgage, you can be certain. Not pretty sure.
What's the difference?
Let me show you. I'm pretty sure these aren't poisonous. Pretty sure these are parachutes.
Mine has a sandwich.
That's mine. I'm pretty sure you do not.
See, that got some laughs right now. That is Tracy Morgan explaining the difference between being certain versus being pretty sure on something, especially for home buyers, potential home buyers. So Rocket Mortgage had 2 ads last night, both with Tracy Morgan. And according to USA Today and their special panel of advertisers, They won. People love these two. Consumers picked these as the two top performing ads last night.
Huh.
Well,
Must have been pretty effective on me because I sat there watching the ads instead of running teleprompter for Laura like I was supposed to.
It's okay.
Let's get that video.
Fine.
Sorry.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why are we afraid to talk about the Channel 4 news commercial?
Because I was afraid you were going to say some non-nice things about it. That's what I was concerned with.
Well, it's not a matter of nice or whatever. I mean, some people liked it, some people didn't.
Sure.
We will be discussing the Super Bowl commercials on today's Great Day Extra Live.
You're all
GDXL kicks off on Great Day's Facebook page around 10:15. We hope you can join us and chime in. As always, GDXL brought to you by the Bommarito Automotive Group.
We're not chicken. We're just farther from retirement than you are. Remember that. We continue our trend now of talking about the Super Bowl without actually talking about the game. Let's discuss the halftime show. Reactions to the Weeknd's performance were mixed, although he did belt out a lot of his hits during his 13-minute performance. So one big difference from recent years, no surprise guests. By the way, a lot of people online were wondering about the bandaged dancers. You see them all here. Something that The Weeknd has used in past performances, too. He says it's a commentary on the culture of Hollywood, kind of addressing how people manipulate themselves for superficial reasons to feel validated. But if you don't really know The Weeknd's whole deal,
Right.
I don't really know that you got that last night. And I was a little surprised by the fact that in a Super Bowl that was such a technical marvel, like some of the shots and the graphics and things that they did during the game were so incredible, I thought the audio was kind of lackluster during I
A lot
thought
of
his
people
vocals
said.
were low.
Yeah.
And a lot of people online said, did you turn off his mic?
I'm sure that part of it is a challenge with all of the walking around and running and everything else he did. But I would, you would think that I would be the first one to go, I don't get it. When they came out with the bandages, I thought, oh yeah, he's the guy that showed up in the bandage thing. So I see the tie-in there. But I thought it was creative and the music was good. That last song that's really popular now, I was waiting for that,
Which is why he ended with it,
right,
I'm sure.
Right. But I thought it was, I've seen worse. That's for sure.
I give you that. That brings us to our Facebook question. What did you think of that halftime show? Did you like it? Were you a little confused? People were not being shy, as they're apt not to be, on Facebook and Twitter last night. So tell us what you think.
All right, still to come on Great Day. We hope you had a great weekend. We all did. Can I say that? I don't mean to speak for you. Okay.
fair.
Let me just say I ate a lot of really good food. And we'll talk about that next.
And if you need a smile to warm you up on this very cold day, please look at your screens. Check out these newborn babies who made their debut into the world at St. Luke's Hospital in Kansas City. Well, the staff decided to give them a little Chiefs flair for the big game. We're sure these beautiful faces will be cheering up their moms and dads who are maybe disappointed over the outcome of the game last night. Hey, it's adorable and we need that on a Monday. We'll be right back. So, any of you watch K-Movie this weekend?
A little bit.
Yeah, I think many of us focused on the Super Bowl. Before the biggest sports event of the year, though, I had my own big event, Flora Dairy Queen ice cream with my grandma. Went home for the weekend, I know, to spend some time with my mama and my parents. So we did enjoy our ice cream while watching the Illini win on Saturday. And then woke up to the beautiful snow and the bright sunshine on Sunday. Shout out to the IDOT crews for pre-treating the roads. I take a lot of back roads between Flora and St. Louis. They were great, fantastic.
Highway 50?
I do, and it was really good. And then I made it home in time to turn on the Puppy Bowl. Mark, his son, Charlie, and I watched the Puppy Bowl for over an hour.
Really?
It was adorable.
Was that before the game?
It was. And Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg were like two of the hosts of it. It was
Now you've
so
got my attention.
cute. And Mark's
saw
son,
the ads.
Mark's son kept saying, "Can we adopt that one? What about that one? What about that one?" By the end of it, I think we would have had about 15 if we could. But it was really cute. That's my own dog, who is not adoptable.
Was
anymore.
Charlie glued to it?
He
Was he dialed
all
in?
of us. We just kind of sat there like,
That's good.
Before the game, I was watching Brooks Koepka win the Phoenix Open.
Oh.
Waste Management Open.
He's pretty good then.
Yeah.
Mine is a tale of two weekends. You know, there's the weekend I had in my head last Friday when we were all excited.
Oh, no.
And then there's the weekend that I actually had. So let's start with the weekend I had in my head. It looked a lot like this. This was February 2nd of 2020. You remember that? Mm-hmm. It's when the Chiefs basically clinched their Super Bowl championship. Ah, the memories. And now to the weekend I actually had. You guys know what that is?
A storage bin.
Yep.
Rubber
that
bin?
holds all of my outdoor Christmas lights. As of Friday, it's full. Make a note in the log. Lights came down to my neighbors. Oh my God, I'm so
dull.
sorry. That's why I threw in the picture of the house, because now it looks boring.
Yeah.
Also, one last note for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Here's 2-year-old Eleanor. She was strutting around Saturday morning in her PJs and a fedora, and there's just something, this is not just me, the whole household agrees, something about that kid's eyes. It's like they're constantly dilated, like the pupils are just enormous and it makes her eyes look huge. And the running joke in the house is that, she's not looking at you, she's looking at your soul. She knows. I feel like she sees right through every shenanigan I try to pull.
I think you're probably
She's
right.
precious.
It's the
You can
eyes.
sneak more of those in if you want to from now on.
Yeah, that's all people want to see. They don't care.
Well, for me, it was all about the food. Man, I'm telling you, Katie killed it this weekend. 3 for 3. Friday night, celebrating her oldest son's birthday. Casey turned 15. She made beef Wellington.
Oh, man.
And killed it. Absolutely killed it. And then on Saturday morning, it was ice cream for breakfast.
Breakfast day.
That picture was taken early on Saturday morning with me digging into the Clementine's ice cream, and it was good. And the Super Bowl food she did was she made some ribs, and she made some with her new air fryer that I got her for Christmas. She made wings.
She like
killed
it?
She killed it. She really did. I mean, the kids were over, and we plowed into that stuff. And speaking of food, I do my grocery shopping for myself on Sunday. Oh, and then I had some Clementine's ice cream for dessert last night.
Yeah,
now, I had
this
some on
part,
a
Matt.
brownie,
Oh.
and then I thought, man, that was so good. So I made myself a whole bowl of it. That's when I realized it was coffee, and I was laying wide awake in bed all night because of it.
Oh.
Anyway, I was at the grocery store, and I noticed the Lady Gaga
Oh,
Oreos.
yeah.
Do you remember those, Laura, that we said, we were talking about, and I said I thought that they were disgusting, and
Yeah.
you said, no, I'd eat them.
I'd eat them.
All right. Well, got
You got some?
It's taking them over.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
Lord.
thank
You got to eat them.
Gotta
You
spray
got to
that
eat them on
box down.
camera.
I'll
On
eat 'em
TV?
camera.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
That's fine.
Should have told Greg I was going to do that.
Yeah, busting these bad boys open.
Now hold one up. It's pink, right?
It's pink
But it's got green. Yeah,
with
crack that
green.
open.
Oh,
Okay.
it's like eating a crayon.
Couple of crayons. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
Doesn't just taste like Oreo? 'Cause
Here's
that's
the
what
thing.
I thought it would taste.
If your eyes were closed and you didn't know, would you know it was an Oreo? Is it just dye, but an Oreo? Or
I don't think it tastes the same as a regular Oreo. I
Okay.
don't hate it.
Okay.
I'll continue eating them.
They're all yours.
Thank
babe.
you.
Every one of them.
That's the best thing I've gotten all year.
She's going to brush her teeth during the break.
I
You know
am.
that's happening.
A lot of
Yeah.
water to get this one down. But still ahead on Great Day, you are finally scheduled to get the COVID-19 vaccine. So what side effects could you notice after? We're speaking to an expert.
That is going to be a very good conversation to watch. All right, Laura. And it's the day after the Super Bowl. A lot of us stayed up a little too late.
By
ate
the
a
way,
little
did
too
you guys
much.
stay up?
Oh, I did stay up.
Did you stay
Made
up?
it
don't
to the
get
end
up.
of the third quarter.
I stayed up to the end of the game.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, some people think today, like Kent Earhart, should be a national holiday. But regardless, more people are calling in sick. We've got those details when Great Day returns.
Welcome back to Great Day. Many of you know anytime you get a shot, there's always a possibility of some mild side effects, and that's the same with the COVID-19 vaccine. So what are the most common side effects people are experiencing, and are they the same for both shots? We're happy to have Dr. Hillary Babcock with us this morning. She's a Washington University infectious disease specialist at BJC Healthcare. She joined us on the show just about a year ago right now, and you are back with the answers to these questions. So good to see you, Dr. Babcock.
Thanks, good to be here.
First question for you, what are the side effects of the vaccine?
So many people who get the vaccine will not have any side effects at all, like with many other vaccines as well. The most common side effects are that people have a little soreness in their arm after they get the vaccine. And some people will have some aches or some low-grade fever and may feel tired and fatigued and just overall not feeling very well. These side effects are not unexpected. They are part of your immune response to the vaccine. And because your immune response is stronger after the second dose than after the first dose, because it's had a little chance to do this already, these side effects may be more common after the second dose.
I'm so glad you explained that, because even in my personal life, I've heard people who have been fully vaccinated who have said, man, I feel like I feel just a little bit worse after the second one than the first one.
These side effects are normal, that they are just showing that your body is mounting a good immune response. And I may have done too good a job, because now I have people asking me, like, I didn't have any side effects. Am I actually protected? Did my immune system still respond? And the answer is yes. Like, your immune system still worked, and it's just a different experience for different people. But either way, whether you have these symptoms or you don't, you will be fully protected. And even if we talk about a higher rate of these kinds of side effects, mostly pretty mild, but a higher rate than we are used to seeing maybe after an influenza vaccine, still the vast majority of people won't have any. Most people will be fine, maybe have a sore arm. So those people are also protected and completely fine.
Do you think we're going to see any maybe drive-through vaccine sites open?
I think that there have been the mass vaccination clinics have been done around the country in a lot of different creative ways. And some of them have been able to do drive-through sites, even using that 15 minutes of observation. And they have people stay in their car. They tell them to honk if they're not feeling well. They have people sort of walking among the cars to be sure that everyone is okay. Some of them have used Post-it notes on windshields so that they know exactly what time they can release you to go.
Dr. Babcock, thank you so much. And we will post a link to pre-register for your COVID-19 vaccine to our website, kmov.com/greatday, right after the show.
Laura, thank you. Great conversation there. Hey, coming up during the second half of Great Day, a weekly meal planner can save you your sanity this year. We've got some tips to get that started coming up after the break.
And it's that time. Crumble cookies, flavors of the week. Stick around to see what they are when Great Day returns.
It's a new day, nothing in a way. This is the start of something big.
Welcome back to News for a Great Day. Thank you for your tweets. We love it when you interact with us. And as always, on Twitter, please use that hashtag GDSTL. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram under the username News4 Great Day. And in fact, we've gotten a couple of Instagram messages during the show, so thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And, wait a minute. Hi, Emma.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's
Hi, Emma. Everybody wave at Emma.
not Paige, but
Yes.
Emma, yes.
The little
Supposed to
girl,
be.
though.
Emma's watching.
Yes.
I think you just confused poor
Oh,
Paige
the
for a
little
minute there.
girl,
Yes.
Emma.
Yes.
I
Yes.
saw that at the beginning of the. She is adorable.
She is adorable.
The
I thought you
smile
were talking
on
about
that
Emma
girl.
Hogue from News 4.
Well, okay. We'll wave at Emma.
Also
Hogue, too.
adorable.
Kent's eyesight has been going a little bit lately.
All
so
right,
that's
we'll get
fair.
back to coffee talk, but in all seriousness, we do want to check in with Paige, who has a look at today's headlines. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. A new COVID treatment is actually getting results for some high-risk patients right now. We want you to know a little bit more about it. It's a new monoclonal antibody treatment. It's being used at BJC Hospital to keep the virus from multiplying in these patients. People 65 and older with health conditions like obesity, heart disease, and compromised immune systems see the biggest benefits. Doctors say if treated early, it can reduce hospitalizations by 70%.
Think that you need to treat about 16 patients to keep one person out of the hospital. So the more people we can treat, the more people we can keep out of the hospital.
To be honest with you, I suspect that we may even hit another peak coming up in the upcoming months with this virus. I think this will be pivotal to save lives.
Early studies show the therapy protects against certain variants of the virus that first originated in the UK and South Africa. About 500 patients have received the treatment so far. Right now, the treatment is offered at 2 BJC hospitals and 2 clinic locations. In sports, the Blues will try to break that 2-game losing streak tonight when they take on the Arizona Coyotes. The Blues playing the Coyotes 6 straight games because of games with other teams being postponed because of the coronavirus. But recently, Arizona's had the Blues number. The Blues sure hope to turn that around tonight. Puck drops at 7 o'clock at the Enterprise Center. But unfortunately, the Blues will be without Robert Thomas tonight and probably for some time to come. Thomas suffered a broken thumb after taking that hard fall on Saturday. He's expected to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Now, the Blues have avoided a COVID outbreak this season, but they are down several players because of injuries right now. Back to you guys in the Great Day studio.
We don't like to hear that. Let's go Blues.
Yeah.
Now we can really focus on our Blues.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, Paige.
You are welcome.
We begin our second round of Coffee Talk this morning with something pretty sweet. The Crumble Cookies fairies stopped
Now
by
this
the
is a
studio
cook.
earlier this
These
is
are real
a cookie.
cookies.
Good
These
cookies.
are the flavors of the week. You guys ready for this?
So ready.
It's got a little bit of theme. See if you can pick up on it. This week you can pick up the following specialty flavors: Valentine birthday cake, red velvet white chip, Nutella sea salt, and a Valentine dirt cake.
Now, back up a little bit.
Yeah? What do you need?
Nutella sea salt.
Yeah.
Seems kind of out of the loop.
Well, it's
Is that
still, yeah. I think,
It. Although I'm telling you, if you gave me those, that's the one I'd take.
Would you?
I love that stuff.
Well,
yeah.
good, because I want the Valentine birthday cake.
All right.
there you go. Plus, of course, their regular flavors, milk chocolate chip, chilled sugar.
so good.
But also, in addition to their 4 new specialty flavors, you see what's in the box there?
Yeah.
They got little Valentine's mini boxes. They are adorable. Only available for a limited time. They come with 12 mini pink sugar cookies. And to see the little Valentines top left side of your screen,
Yeah.
if you want to give a Valentine from Crumble Cookie to somebody that you love, there's a QR code on the back. They get a free cookie out of it.
And their boxes are pink anyway.
Yeah.
So it all makes
just
perfect
makes
sense.
sense.
You don't
people.
even need a bow.
Crumble Cookies is located in De Pere and Cottleville. So helpful, this show. The phone number for each location is on your screen. For more information, visit Crumble. You see it there on your screen. Crumble without an E, crumble.com.
So this is something we were talking about in the commercial break. Are you guys tired this morning?
Yes.
Kent
I stayed
had
up for the whole game.
coffee ice cream to stay up with,
And
too.
that was dumb. That was
Poor
just
choice.
a stupid choice.
Yeah.
One of many.
Well, many people are tired today, staying up too late to watch it here on Channel 4. And some think today should be a national holiday. And many treat it as such because we Americans love our sports. In pre-COVID times, the post-Super Bowl Mondays, nearly 17 million Americans took off work. That is according to the software company Kronos. This year, a recent Harris poll was done. It estimated that about 16 million will call out today. More than half of those took a pre-approved personal day, while another 4.4 million plan to call in sick. Nearly 3 million will just ghost altogether, meaning they're not going to show up and they're not going to call ahead.
Wait, that's
right?
You can't. That's not a thing you can do.
Apparently it is.
Apparently it is in some parts of the world.
And think about it, with people working from home, this is really easy to do. I talked to 2 of my girlfriends who are still working from home. One has a meeting today, the very first meeting of the day at 3 p.m. and the other is at like noon.
Yeah.
Those were very strategic.
They're working it
So
out.
I mean, how does 16 or 17 million compare with it? We're talking about all of America here. How many?
Yeah, there
how
are
many would you-
330 million
How,
Americans.
how many would you normally see on a Monday? Which I'm sure
Yeah.
you know the Mondays are higher because people just can't face reality.
So that's a good question. I don't know.
sympathize.
All right. Well, some of you spend part of the weekend planning out your meals, while others go to the grocery store on Mondays to get your goodies. I go on Sundays.
I go
Whatever
on
time you
Mondays.
go, having a weekly meal planner can save you time and your sanity, at least according to some food experts. So if you've thought about doing meal planning, here are a few things to make it easier. First off, find the meal plan that works for you. Ask yourself how much you like cooking. If you hate it, Maybe make an easy dish with leftovers on Monday where you can use the extra veggies or the meat in another dish later in the week. Focus on dinner first and use themes. Maybe Taco Tuesday, where you know the second day of every work week, you'll have some type of taco. Or maybe Meatless Monday, where you have a vegetarian dish. That's not a bad idea. Build a base of easy go-to meals, because you know that when life happens, sometimes the healthy dish is the first thing to go. And also allow for some takeout night too, especially in this crazy time where so many restaurants are relying on takeout orders to stay afloat. I think the no meat Mondays, and I think the takeout night is a great idea to help your local local friends and families that are in business.
I just watch Cooking with Lala on Facebook.
Do you?
It's a real big deal. Yeah. She's always got something
I feel
great.
sorry for you.
You should.
And your family and what they're eating.
Oh, they don't know. I don't give it to them.
No wonder her eyes are dilated all the time.
No.
There's more ahead on News 4 Great Day. But first, 1 year ago tomorrow, the St. Louis Battlehawks played their inaugural game in the XFL, beating Dallas. They would come home at the end of February to a city very excited to have football back in town. Battlehawks gear was selling like crazy. The team had crowds welcoming them to the stadium on game day. And then the pandemic ended all of that. However, the Battlehawks will be back next year. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson bought the XFL and said the league will return to action in 2020, including the Battlehawks.
Well, we're going to take a look at the weather coming up after the break, but before we head to break, I don't want to talk about it too much because I think it depresses people.
Yeah.
Before we head to break, here's a look at this week's fitness tip brought to you by Club Fitness.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Lane from Club Fitness here. Today I want to talk about those of you who are just getting started, and I want you to remember consistency over quantity in the gym is what's going to be most important. If you're new to fitness and you haven't been doing this, don't be afraid to start with only a 30-minute session 3 days a week. Or if you need some professional guidance, we have 30-minute personal training sessions that can easily get you to your goals in that time frame. As you build endurance, we can start to get your sessions a little bit longer, or you can just stay in the gym a little bit longer more frequently. That's how we live local at Club Fitness.
Welcome back, everybody. Time now for Money Matters Monday. And the big question today is, how's the weather? Wait, what? Bart Humphrey with Circle of Advisors joins us now to explain. He knows that this is in my wheelhouse, Bart. As a meteorologist, you're speaking to me here because as we prepared for this segment, one of the things you said really resonated. It said, you know, it's not the rain that falls in the Mississippi right behind me here that leads to the flooding. It's rain that falls somewhere else. And there's an analog there to what's happening in the financial world right now. And I love what you've done. You've got three kind of key bullet points for us. Number one is we just had an election. So what do we take from that?
Right. You know, with this election comes a lot of policy changes. You know, up in the air now is the tax cuts that we've been talking about. Are those going to be repealed? And of course, the new administration has been handed a situation that no one saw coming, which is, it ties into the other bullet points, which is the pandemic, a lot of unemployment. We have not seen, I believe, to go back to that analogy, that high water coming down the river from businesses shutting down and unemployment. These things are coming, and I hope I'm being overly cautious, but I think it's prudent to prepare for what could be coming. There's I believe some floodwaters coming.
Yeah, I think there are certainly times when overly cautious is the right prescription because, as you just referenced, we know that with COVID, there's been tremendous job losses, a steady stream of government stimulus. What do we carry forward with that in our rearview mirror in terms of our financial outlook now?
Well, I would like to say it's in our rearview mirror.
Yeah,
I'm hoping, you know, but again, I think that ties into all this uncertainty of a wave of what's happening. You mentioned the government. There's been a lot of stimulus, a lot of interference. For every action, there's a reaction. So we're hoping nothing but positive outcomes from that. But you have these ripple effects that nobody quite knows where it's going to lead. Is it going to continue to have a stock market rising? I mean, Matt, we have home prices going up, but job losses. Stock market going up, but businesses shut down. And all my life, all your life, we've heard small business is the backbone of the economy. Well, small business has been hit like no other time in my lifetime. So these are just things, I don't want to go through life experiencing fear or preaching fear. I think we need to be prudent and try to, as much as we can, prevent some of these possibilities from affecting us. You know, a little medicine goes a long way, right? So just try to be as active as you can and be cautiously optimistic.
Bart, thank you so much for the insight. I'm going to let everybody know if they want to get in touch with a Circle of Advisor for a free consultation. You can give them a call, 636-720-1900 or 800-720-4252. Or check them out on the web, circleofadvisors.com.
Still ahead on Great Days. So many of us are talking about this one this morning, the feisty fan that briefly interrupted the Super Bowl last night. Oh, we have the video in all its glory. Stick around.
It is cold out there, and it's going to stay cold for a while. In fact, it might even get colder. We'll talk about that. You may not want to hear it, but we're going to talk about it. First, though, here's today's local steals and deals.
Well, let me tell you what's going on. This is an idea that you're going to say, why didn't I think of that? This is the touchscreen purse, and right now we're all trying to be as clean as possible, simplify our lives as much as possible, be as organized as much as possible, really be aware of our surroundings. You know how that goes? This is such a fabulous idea because when I leave the house, I have to have my phone. Now, oh my gosh, I need my hands. Do I put my phone down? No. Now I have it. This touchscreen purse has a great place to put my phone in the back, but here's the unbelievable part. This really works. Oh my gosh, I love it. It works with all different sizes of phones, and the phone can be in the case, and you have space for keys and readers and lip gloss and whatever you want to have in there, which I have all my stuff in there, so it's all good to go. I'm not the only one who thinks it's a great idea. Laura Grenier from Shark Tank, who is a sweetheart, by the way, thinks it's a great idea as well. We have different patterns and different colors, so you can definitely have them to match different outfits. But now when you leave the house, you're not going to have to go, oh no, I don't want to put my phone down on the table and walk away. Oh no, I have too many things in my hand, right? How easy and streamlined and efficient is your life? Voila! Crossbody, RFID protection, adjustable, all the technology you want, and it's going to work with any of the phones that you use. By the way, it's also 20% off on localsteals.com.
Welcome back. Imagine how much easier it would be if you had just one foundation for all of your shades all year long. No more guessing, no more makeup drawers packed with countless colors, but a foundation that automatically matches your unique color each and every time. Color Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation is revolutionizing the way people think about their makeup routine. And here with us this morning is lifestyle consultant Angie Bruce to tell us about this amazing new technology. Angie, there are so many foundations on the market, so what makes Color Beauty different?
Yes, I love cosmetics. I love makeup. I love trying everything new, but finding the right foundation is so frustrating. Like you said, there are so many on the market. You go to the store, it's so overwhelming, and you think you've got it just right, and you get home and it doesn't match in different lighting. You get this line along your jaw. It's so frustrating. It takes the joy out of makeup. Well, Color Beauty is putting the joy back in makeup with this self-adjusting foundation. It matches your skin every single time without fail. No more guesswork, no more mixing and matching a million colors and bronzers trying to make it work. This works every single time. These two women actually, believe it or not, are wearing the same shade. Color Beauty, instead of coming in 1,000 shades like you see at the store, it comes in 2. It comes in light and it comes in medium. Both of these women are wearing medium, which is crazy because they have such different skin tones. So I actually have some Color Beauty here on my finger. It starts out white, as you can see. I'm going to put it on my hand. As I rub this in, there are tiny color beads that break open with pressure until it is the perfect shade. Look at this. It matches my skin absolutely perfectly every single time. So if you've been stuck inside with quarantine with zero sun and you're really pale, or if you've been out in the sun, you've gotten a little tan, it's going to match every time. If you've got a house full of girls, you can all wear the same foundation. It's fantastic. It takes all the guesswork out of it. Look at these women. I mean, they're beautiful before, but after Color Beauty, this just has this amazing full coverage. you just look flawless. And it's amazing too because it's got SPF 50 in it. We didn't even talk about that. SPF 50. So it's got all this sun protection. It's not shiny. It's got this beautiful matte finish and it feels lightweight. I cannot rave enough about this product.
And you also suggest people use a primer with this foundation.
You do not have to use primer, but I'm obsessed with our primer. I've tried, like I said, I try everything. I've tried so many primers. This one is my favorite because it has ceramides, peptides, vitamin C. It has all of these anti-aging ingredients, but it makes your skin feel like velvet. Right now, we're offering the full beauty package, which is the foundation and the primer for $10 off. And we're going to throw in a free gift, an eyelash enhancing serum. So that's all at Culler10, CULLER10.com.
Call today at 1-800-753-0915 to order your Color Beauty self-adjusting foundation and primer. You will also receive a free eyelash enhancer and free shipping, but you must call today.
Thank you, Laura. So aside from the game itself, of course, everybody's talking this morning about the unidentified fan who ran onto the field at Super Bowl 55 and interrupted the game right as it was winding down during its fourth quarter. Dude, you got to get out there sooner when the viewership is higher. The fan, who was sporting a pink one-piece bathing suit and black shorts, very nice, appeared when there was about 5 minutes remaining in the game. The Kansas City Chiefs had possession of the ball on second down. CBS quickly cut to a commercial as security officials handled the fan, which may be our worst choice of words on this show in quite some time.
Quickly, a check of the weather. It is cold, my friends, and it is cloudy out there, and it's going to be that way for a while with some snow and ice possible. Downtown, the temperature's 20 degrees, but look at that wind chill of 11. We got some light snow up to the north and some snow moving into the southwest where there is a winter weather advisory until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. And, we don't have the time for this. Unfortunately, that's the mix down to the south, and you're going to see that later today.
And maybe a little bit more tomorrow, too.
Yep.
Not much. All right, have a great day, St. Louis. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching KMOV News 4. Watch us live wherever you are on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.